Like it tells you inside. All they care about is numbers. They don't care about rings in a sense. If you can, it's 48 hours. They didn't have the decency to say going into the season next year, you're the man on top. You won Finals MVP. You won Western Conference Finals MVP. You beat Jokic the last year's MVP. You beat him. He wasn't hurt. He was fully there. You beat him. The least we can do is give you the number one spot.
So there's two things I gotta say to that. A, I think a lot of the win culture, the winning conversation has way more to do with players that played in different eras. Because like what you're saying, when players play in the same era, we can actively address and decipher their skill set and contrast to one another because they're playing one another. I don't need to see a king go win a championship to know that better than David Robinson because I'm watching this nigga cook him in real time. I can see who's a better player. But the ring conversation really comes up when we're having different era, decade, generation conversations where we can't actually see who's playing each other 1v1 rather than live in the hypothetical land. And then that's when we pivot to championships. That's the reason why if I ask many of you all who's better between Dirk and Barkley, most of y'all will probably say Dirk because he won a championship. Despite the fact from a skill standpoint, it should be a very much closer conversation where they're talking about purely skill and the ability to go out there and impact the game.
What's so funny? Where does top 75 have Dirk? They have him after Barkley.
Ah, well, there you go.
Right,
they have it right there.
Yeah. So look, when it comes to, and that's why the weird part is the top three players. Like if you're talking to a basketball player, and that's why we say ring culture don't matter to us. It's who the fuck, because we're there in the real system. Like when did LeBron come in the league? 03? We played him in the playoffs 05, 06, right? Do you know going to Cleveland 05, 06 was the first time I got fed by the opposing team? It was the first time we had real food in the visitors' locker room. Like I was like, damn, coach. Like I know we got our ass full, but food, appreciate it. And he's like, nah, this is not for us. I didn't do it. They did it. They started to give food to the opponents. Well, god damn. Shit, what they eating over there then? Because this is A1. Then it made me start complaining and say, yo, we need breakfast. Then we start hearing about what other teams are doing. Then y'all got breakfast over there? Shit, breakfast and lunch? Like, you
$24 million a year out of our NBA coverage for free agency, but I want to go in. I was talking about this earlier. Austin Reeves is fascinating. So the Lakers offer him 4 years, $89 million, which I think I would pay that. I'd pay him $22 million a year. for 4 years with a new TV contract. That would be good. But he declined it because he wants to get $45 million or up in a year from either the market or the Lakers. And this is my take. Nothing takes you out of the championship window in the NBA and NFL like paying B players A money. Cowboys and Dak Prescott, you're out of the championship window. Austin Reeves, I'd go to $24 million a year. My take on the Lakers is if you don't make a move in 1 year, you're either paying him 48 or somebody else is paying him 43. You got to get ahead of this thing and not be the Cowboys. Am I out of touch? Do you think he'd get $45 million large annually?
Well, you are right in that to have Luka, LeBron, and Austin making max money and close to max money for him is untenable, especially when you look at the rest of the pieces for the Lakers. So that would be tough for them. But I do agree. I do think next year, let's assume he has a season like he had last year. He was 20 points, almost 6 assists a game. He will get big money on the market. Like he will leave the Lakers for big money. I think next year, let's assume he has a season like he had last year. He was 20 points, almost 6 assists a game. He will get big money on the market. Like he will leave the Lakers for big money elsewhere unless LeBron retires after this season and then the Lakers, he could be the Lakers' second guy. But Austin Reeves, as much as I like him as the second guy on the championship team, I don't think that's the case. So it's going to be interesting. Here's the thing as far as you talk about getting out in front of me, because I do agree, if I'm the Lakers and we all know they need a center, I am listening to offers for Austin Reeves. I'm seeing what I could get with Austin Reeves. Here's the problem. Because he only has 1 year left on his deal and could be, a team could trade for him and then he could walk after a year and they just gave away some assets for a player for 1 year. So that's the challenge. Like, Austin's value in the market because of the contract isn't quite as much as his production. But I don't know that they're going to be able to get anything grateful.
Okay, Celtics have moved off Drew Holiday. They've moved off Porzingis, and it saved them $200+ million. We saw it coming. Brad Stevens, the minute the season's over, boom, he made 2 moves. There are rumors about Derek White being moved. There are rumors Jaylen Brown to Miami. What's your intel? Are they done making moves, or are they, with Jason Tatum out, are they going to do a total reboot?
No, I think I don't think those two are moves. Let's put it that way. I mean, there could be some smaller moves. And look, as good as Derek White and Jaylen Brown are, I'm listening. They're not untouchable, right? So I'm listening, but I don't think they'll get moved.
Introducing the participants. First, from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Samoan Werewolf.
$1 million savings from the luxury tax. But I think, Colin, with the players they got, and I know it's a little bit of a downgrade, but I like Anthony Simons. He may only be there a year, but he can shoot the three, he can get to the basket, right? He will fit what they do. Now, he doesn't defend, but I think he'll have to at least put more effort on that end to get on the floor from Missoula. So I think he'll improve in that regard. And so I think in the Eastern Conference, with all the injuries, I think they still will fight for a 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. For home court advantage in the first. They were 8-2 without Jason Tatum last year.
Golf, the ultimate game of precision and passion. It's a worldwide obsession for every generation. And Live Golf is where the action's at. Lightning fast, electrifying, and home to the super personalities. 13 powerhouse teams of 4, each led by a giant of the game, fuel a team format unique to the Live Golf League. So whether you're...
Yeah, I know, and when I mentioned that, a lot of heat. When I suggested they're fine without Jason Tatum. Over the course of a season, they're not as good, but they're fine. And I agree with you. Right. I think they'll vie for the Eastern Conference Final.
What's up, y'all? It's Marcel Swally, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson standing up for Kobe Bryant's legacy. Because as they put it right now, a lot of people are throwing dirt on Kobe Bryant's name. It's interesting, all this conversation going on about ring culture that started with LeBron James trickled down to Gilbert Arenas actually defending LeBron James and going against ring culture and bringing up T-Mac, which brought up Kobe Bryant, which brought up a lot of criticism made unnecessarily towards Kobe Bryant and his legacy. We'll dive into that. Before we go on that, make sure you guys support this channel, support the community, go to PiperTransition.org. If you want to do more, have greater impact, you can leave a donation, or you can become a gym giver every month. So many of you guys have, like Mike Richmond, who's also received the autographed book and a trading card just because he supports these itty bitties. Come and get experiences and exposures out there. So make sure you guys do that. PiperTransition.org. Now, let's dive deep into this because this is what we are all talking about. So, Olympic Games hosts a lot NBA stuff as well. Shout out to these two mothers who continue to show Kobe love after his death, unlike his other jealous peers. Now, what's interesting about this is that's the exact flip of the reality that I know. As a matter of fact, most people started to sing Kobe Bryant's praises after he passed, more so than they started to criticize him. It seemed like people were like, out of respect, just say only the good things, the glossy things about Kobe Bryant. we all know there's always that Colorado resistance and that faction, but largely everything turned to this praise. Largely, I heard more GOAT conversations about Kobe Bryant after he passed than before when he was still alive. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Get it up in the comments. So that already caught me. I was like, I saw, Matt and Stacks right there.
I'm like, man, no, that's on the show.
I thought everybody was showing Kobe love. Okay, whatever. So then Matt Barnes jumped up on it. Right here, I'll read it for y'all. This Kobe slander and disrespect gotta stop. Y'all wasn't talking none of this weird shit when he was here. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Respectfully, none of you young ninjas was funking with rum. Y'all got it? Shout out to these two. And none of y'all been backing it up. Okay, let's talk through this. Because when Kobe Bryant was alive, I had a chance out there, obviously, many times to talk to Kobe, interview Kobe, hung with Kobe a little bit. All right, let me just say this. This is Marcel Swally with an urgent message to anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with credit, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This is proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away.
Oh, he scattered that one.
Your hairline where it is. Through hips.com, you can explore a range of options that work best for you, so you can grow visibly thicker and fuller hair in just 3 to 6 months. Keep it looking strong for years to come with doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride, phenoxyl, and 11 supplements that support healthy hair. 3 in 4 Origins customers say they wish they started eating hair treatment earlier. Get ahead now and keep the hair you love. Get started today at hims.com.
I was known as a Kobe hater. And it was because of my candid conversations with Kobe Bryant that actually the whole world got to hear. He used to come and do hours of interviews with Max Kellerman and myself on ESPN LA. So beyond that, just having conversations with him, and also having private conversations with him and doing some forums and panels and some of the work we did in the community. Kobe used to always say to me that he respected, and you can tell by the way he played and how he embraced Matt Barnes. Him and Matt Barnes were contentious when they played against each other. But then he opened up his arms and embraced Matt Barnes when he became the Lakers. He was like, oh, you ain't no punk, right? You ain't one of these cats that's fearing Mamba or fearing my mentality. You actually embrace it. You got it too. So that's why they had such a special relationship. So I know why Matt Barnes is defending it. But Kobe also used to say that to me and used to talk about other people. He was like, I hate when cats be fluffing. Like, he knew when he was messing up and he knew when he was doing great. He was like, when I hear somebody just saying I'm doing great, even though I'm not, I'm looking at him like, oh, man, he's one of them. So the point of it is, Kobe never needed nobody to stick up for him because he already saw the good and the bad and all he did, right? And that's why he had that type of mentality. That's why we all respect him and salute that Mamba mentality. But now, since he's passed, it seems like people don't want to have the same conversation or embrace it the right way, like Kobe would have wanted it, like it was when Kobe was alive. People talk trash about him. People talk crazy about him. We all know Kobe came in the league. Everyone loved Kobe Bryant. Everyone. Dating Brandy, going to prom with Brandy, Mr. Coca-Cola kid, McDonald's kid, all that stuff. He had all of the endorsements. He was at the little round throw. He was just a man, right? Famous from high school. And then he landed in LA, everything was smooth. Him and Shaq going at it, he had to be second place to Shaq because Shaq is Shaq. This is prime Shaq. So as great as Kobe was, he never got his due. He never got all his flowers. That's all right. If it were all about rings, this is Gilbert's point. They would have stayed together, but Kobe was like, this dude ain't really put in on this, and he getting all this credit. Remember, all the finals MVPs, all 3 of them, go to Shaq. Everybody's saying Shaq's the better player. Yeah, Shaq's the dominant force, most dominant player ever. Coach Bryant, you looked at that like, yeah, I'm killing it too, y'all ain't listening to me. So, as Gilbert Arenas pointed out, look, and Kobe told me this out of his mouth. I want to win, but I want to be the reason we win, right? So, me and you, Shaq, it ain't all about Ray to the word. Even though we lost, in 04 to Detroit or whatever, we would have still ran it back. But we didn't keep running it back, even though we know we had a great chance to win some more rings. I don't like how you work it, I don't like how you do all this credit. So then Kobe gets it. It's your team. They not doing that well. He killing it. They not doing well. How did that feel? Well, it feels like a little mixed bag, right? I'm getting all the love, but we ain't getting no love, and that's the ultimate prize, getting these rings, right? Ring culture. Then all of a sudden, these teams up, you got Pau Gasol, you got Andrew Bynum, etc. And they start to win. They get a couple, right? So Kobe's validated because he could do it without Shaq. He could do it as the man. Not only did they win, he was the reason they win. So this is just Kobe's legacy, right? And obviously, I skipped over Colorado, but that impacted off the court because now that turned him into the Black Mamba and Black Mamba mentality. And Mamba mentality came from Crenshaw High School. Everybody know that. Beat it up in the comments if you know where Mamba mentality comes from. I don't want to get distracted, but that's where the Black Mamba comes from. If you know it, beat it up in the comments. So anyway, after that, you got Kobe's legacy. He's Mamba. Nobody better mess with him. If you mess with him, you better go at the king, you better not miss, right? Kobe Bryant's the man, legacy, invented. Kind of dark, but still respect. Kobe ain't smiling on the sidelines. They up 40. Who cares? Still locked in. Still got a job to do, no matter what's going on. And you caught the end, right? Kobe about to retire, the body's breaking down. He started to smile more. He started to like it a little bit. I saw Kobe, I even told him, I was signing autographs on the bench during games. I saw him doing it. It was like, girl dad, all that stuff, right? That's how the legacy kind of weaved and shifted. So that's, in a nutshell, Kobe Bryant. The problem is, I think Matt Barnes and Steve Jackson is saying is, whenever somebody comes and defends ring culture, defends LeBron, whatever it is, it feels like a seesaw. It feels like you hate on Kobe. Because I think people inserted Kobe into the GOAT conversation after he passed. And now you can really just see people try to reset that. And that's going to come with criticism, right? If Kobe wasn't in the GOAT conversation for a lot of people when he was alive, and then all of a sudden he passed, and you're like, you know what? Look at that, it's Kobe. Why not Kobe? Well, we all said when he was alive because he was that close to Jordan, but it wasn't Jordan. And if somebody play your position that's better than you, how you in the GOAT conversation? Like, that's what the rhetoric was. That's what the conversation was. Now, it's shifted. Once you pass, hey, we show Kobe in the GOAT conversation. Okay,
I know, right?
But not everybody make that shift. And I don't even know if they got to be. They like, look.
Join Bet365 today.
I'm waiting on my boy Jey Uso. That's who I picked. But this universe knows, so you can't pick the order. So I just fuck around and just pick Fox when he was number one.
Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets.
I don't know. I want to pick my boy Uso, but
it's
like, man, I'm thinking about I probably win this bitch number one. Fox 2.
In real time, we talking real analysis, real combo. And I was there, and y'all know it. In real time, 02, 01, 04, that world, Kobe wasn't in no GOAT conversation, and more importantly, you couldn't even go to the barbershop and win Kobe better than T-Mac. Remember that? That's just real. That's not hate. And anybody who calls that hate is doing what Kendrick Perkins did. Insensitive, riding in your car, and getting mad at nothing. Like, that's how it gotta be. That's just real analysis. I'm sorry, we can't make up reality. And I don't care how much you love somebody, like somebody, root for somebody, and I know Matt Barnes got nothing but love, respect, but at the same time, I haven't heard anybody who's saying Kobe's name, but he's up in the comments, and I'm listening. You guys will hear it. But if it's about T-Mac, I ain't saying slandering Kobe. If it's about Gilbert, I haven't heard him slandering Kobe, but street beat it up in the comments, and we'll talk there. Okay, so next, you know what we do on this show, boy. The show's love, boy. We love, boy. Make sure you guys get to love by the television. Or you want to give more, will have more of an impact. Leave a donation, or become a gym member. Give her every month. Yes. I love that. And I can see it also in real time. In real time, I can tell who's rocking with it. Like Mike listening. who got not only his card autographed to his team, but he's over there on vacation right now. I'll say you did well. Look you guys up. Amazing experiences, exclusive events, the most important, impact in the community. And also, if you're on the video, I gotta make sure you guys take care of yourself. Are you in debt? No, are you in debt? It's okay. You don't go for it. You in debt, right? Very hard debt. Medical debt. But speaking of ESPN personalities or people that talk off, you guys, Max Kellerman is about to make his return, and Max Kellerman has been a top in our business since he was 14 years old, and as people what they would think of Max Kellerman leaving first take, and I guess probably taking some of the nuance with him because one of the complaints had about Max Kellerman and getting fired was that Max would offer context to an argument show when he wanted to do an argument show, and since then it's become more and more of an argument show. Although I guess because we don't know if he's going to put himself together, it's not likely to ever work in your bit, right? Like that's not. Oh, but I mean, I think you can assume. I think we can reasonably assume that it's going to like it to look like those things. You can be bigger and anyone will happen. Is it easy?
I mean, if you can't take a good picture, then you need this AI app. Just like a photo, then the app perfectly removes the background. After that, the AI creates fresh background art. With this app, you'll never take a bad picture again because all of these were created with AI. Don't take another picture before installing the photo unit app.
And it looks like Seth things turning around in his favor. Find a tough position here. This will be number 20. I'm pumped. Focusing their attack on the arm. Now it's carrying Cross, headed into the Royal Rumble. Setting up for it looks like.
Before I get into what it is I wanted to talk about with you tonight, Cody, I got a question for all of you. Did you watch Monday Night Raw this past Monday? Thought so. Did you see my man Cody Rhodes face Jey Uso in the semifinal match? So I don't know, I have a feeling you all feel the same way I do. If you and Jey Uso aren't in the running for match of the year come Slammy time, then something is wrong in this world. Hell of a match, dude, on Raw. It was a pleasure to watch.
I wish they would stop Dick Ryan and Cody so much. That shit be annoying as fuck. Cody is ass. You niggas be trying to act like Cody is that. No, Cody is not that good. He's okay. He get by, nigga. He's nowhere near as good as you. You niggas be trying to prop these motherfuckers up because you niggas about to leave. So what?
Any other different
you niggas need to earn that
under the
shit.
sun, I would agree. I would want to see that crown on your head too. But the circumstances aren't different. While you may want this crown, I need this crown. I need to be king of the ring. Not just because if I win that crown, I go on to SummerSlam and I have the opportunity to be a 15-time world champion. That's all well and good. But another reason I want that crown is because that crown stands for redemption. Redemption because I was here last year, same time, same place. I made it to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament, and I felt short to Gunther.
And I got to right that wrong. I got to right that wrong. But another thing that crown stands for is retribution. Retribution against John Cena. Retribution because at Backlash, Cody, in my hometown, John Cena embarrassed me. Not only in my hometown of St. Louis at Backlash did he embarrass me, he embarrassed me in front of my friends, in front of my family. My wife and kids were sitting in the front row. I need to right that wrong as well.
You better not lose again, nigga. On Diddy.
Now, Cody, everybody knows how we feel about each other, how much we respect each other, but I can't let how I feel about you personally get in the way of this goal. Which is why all the cards, I'm laying my hand out on the table for you to see them, man, and I'm going to tell you, out of respect, face to face, man to man, there is nothing. There is no single thing that I won't do to make sure I leave Saudi Arabia with that crown atop my head.
Kick to the gut. Back around into a neck breaker.
And that goal is going to come true. Because tomorrow night at Night of Champions, I'm going to reintroduce you to the three most dangerous letters in WWE. R-K-O.
Randy, I have heard everyone in this tournament talk about why they want to be King of the Ring, and I would say that my need to become King of the Ring is more justified than anyone, but nobody has let me get a word in edgewise lately, and here you are telling me, if I heard correctly, that John Cena embarrassed you? Embarrassed you! Between you and John Cena, you have 30 world championships. Embarrassment is never a word that I would attach to the pair. Randy, I remember everything. Everything. I remember my very first night in this company on Monday Night Raw. You know what happened? You slapped my dad across the face.
God, oh, Lord, Jesus.
I remember the bad, sure. But I remember the good. Just a few months ago, standing in this ring, hearing everything that a student could ever want to hear from his teacher. I am so grateful for you, Randy Orton. I am so thankful for you, Randy Orton. I know that you think you need to win. But I'm telling you, no matter if it's John Cena or CM Punk, Randy, I need to just a little bit more.
She just be out here just depressing.
Tomorrow night, when it's all said and done, RKO will still be the 3 most dangerous letters in all of WWE. But Randy, you won't be King of the Ring, because I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the technical difficulties here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, but we are about to get going with the rest of the show, and I also apologize because the first race yet, we came back on with the fan way there. Oh, well, listen to what happens when Joe Tess is set there, by the way. Pull back Joe Tess.
Looking for an easy crypto exchange? Kraken lets you buy in just a few taps. Fast, simple, and seamless. When it's time for more complex orders, the Kraken Pro gives you the tools to trade with precision. Build your crypto portfolio with Kraken.
That just knocked him a bit off balance. Yeah, and there was no questioning Seth's motives after that
Taking a moment to get pumped. Uso splashed by Jay.
Tonight, let's give Jimmy one more opportunity to come back to the family. Okay? Since he's all alone. Alright? Go out there and remind him what it's like to have nobody. To have no backup. Okay? Take care of Jimmy. And tomorrow night, I'm going to take care of Jimmy. Tell him to take off the heat. After this weekend, everyone will see that we are just getting started. Alright?
Solo, the younger brother of that man, Jimmy Uso, is being set to go in this matchup tonight. And the power of Mateo. I was going to ask you, what is it about JC Mateo that makes him so dangerous?
Well, he's just a bundle of muscle, isn't he? He's got that low center of gravity. He's got massive experience around the world where he's conquered the US, conquered Japan, and now with the guidance of Solo Sikoa, they're looking to conquer the entirety of WWE.
And referee Charles Robinson admonishing JC Mateo, who's cheating down. Jimmy in the corner, but Jimmy fights back with the right hand, and then a drop down to the chest. Jimmy Uso trying to pave his own way as a bigger competitor here in WWE. Looks like it's for the name of Jay Uso. He just takes the fight to Mateo.
Right, one of statistically the greatest tag team in history. Whoa! Start in the singles rank, but good luck against this absolute earth mover that is JC Mateo.
Yeah, never openweight champion in New Japan, a three-time IWGP tag team champion as well. JC Mateo, an Olympian from Guam in 2000. So not only is he a powerhouse, he's a tremendous technical wrestler.
These competing against each other on SmackDown about 3 weeks ago with Jimmy getting the win on Rampage a major outside interference that backfired from Solo. I would have thought that this evening, of course.
And Jimmy Uso now. Over to Cohen, standing in front of Mateo.
Look at the superstar.
Great genetics with a mockery of Big Jim Uso continues in that offer.
And look at the city. Salt down. And Mateo into the cover. Going to hook the leg and a kick out. This reminds me a lot of Taz, a former partner of mine, and also a great in-ring competitor in ACW, and here in the WWE as well. Low center of gravity. Tremendous ability with two pressures and throws, a powerhouse, powder keg, as I described him before.
Very so well-rounded, growing a standing moonsault whenever he wants to. Really is a vibrant level superstar with all the power of your favorite powerhouses from history.
Jimmy Uso